Now, when you first start the game, you're only going to have a few things on your hotbar: the pick, an axe, and the add tool. In your inventory, there's a claim pack that you can unpack, which also has the delete tool and the heal tool, as well as a few starting torches that you can put on your claim so it's not quite so dark at night. Once you have the capability to manipulate voxels, you're going to want to be able to know how to do that. What we have here is the material picker. What's being demonstrated to you right now is on the grid building versus off the grid building. You use the G key to be able to toggle between on the grid and off the grid. So when you're on the grid, see how the block is moving right now through the video? That's on the grid. It's really easy to manipulate. It's honestly the easiest way to build. But sometimes it's really, really useful to be able to build 1 or 2 voxels off of whatever the normal grid is. You just hit G, tap off of that, and you can do it. Sometimes you don't actually want to lay down cubes, though. You want to use spheres, whether it's to smooth or delete or whatever it is. You can toggle between sphere and cube really easily by just clicking the C key. So G for grid and C for cube, if you want to think about it that way. This works for all of them. You can delete with stuff. You can change the voxel brush size. I'm sure most of you know from watching the other videos with the mouse wheel. Just mouse wheel up and down, and you can change the brush size. It's very simple, very easy to use. So there's lots of detail that you can do with those mechanisms. You can also use the delete brush, which is what you're seeing right now. And when you delete with the sphere, you can make an unholy mess. So one of the other tools that's really useful is the heal tool, because what you're doing with the heal tool is you're essentially resetting all the area that you brush over with the brush back to the way the server had it when it was first opened up to the public. So it's kind of like a big erase brush. You're going to fill it in back to the way it was originally. Now what you're seeing is the shape menu, and we've chosen the 45-degree block. We don't use this that often because the line tool is really powerful, but now that you actually have to earn the line tool, shape blocks are useful again. What you're seeing is toggling between the different modes that you can use. You do that by shift tabbing. This is awkward and we're not going to keep it. But for right now, Shift Tab moves between the different control methods for each of the different tools. So like for instance, if you're adding a block, you can shift between movement, rotate, and scale. And that's what you're seeing here. And then once you have it on a certain tool, you can just use the mouse wheel up and down to be able to size it up and down or to be able to rotate it on an axis. If you're on a specific thing like rotate or move that can move in 3 different directions or rotate in 3 different directions, you control which direction it rotates by using the Tab key. So Shift plus Tab to be able to change the mode, and Tab to be able to change the axis. Yes, we know, awkward. There's a much cooler feature coming down the road. It's just not done yet, so you got the quick and dirty version for now.